Hi, my name is Lorena Sadie. I am the founder and managing attorney of Sadie Law Group here in Atlanta, Georgia. I wanted to do a video today about the recent change in policy that was announced by the Department of Justice in regards to discharging student loans through bankruptcy. Now, before this announcement, if you were trying to discharge your student loans in bankruptcy, it was extremely difficult. I mean, difficult unless, you were permanently disabled, never able to work again, living beneath the poverty line. And few people actually met the requirements. Here in the Northern District of Georgia, our court would look at what's called the Bruner test to look at a variety of factors, but it's very, very difficult for someone to actually qualify to get their student loans discharged. So yes, I know on the internet there's all kinds of sites that tell folks to do things and they're total garbage, because when you actually file it in federal court, guess what? The Department of Justice is going to come swatting you back with the whole force of the government trying to prevent that. So it's been really hard for folks. And, we have seen folks that really, they needed to get a discharge of their student loans because there's no way they would ever be able to repay them. And they were older and just, but they just couldn't satisfy all these different factors. So it's great that they've made this announcement. Now, here's what you need to know. This is brand new announcement. And so now we're going to see how the government rolls it out, how they deal with it. That can always be interesting. So my advice would be to folks that are looking to file for bankruptcy, understand most people that have student loans are going to have to pay their student loans. The attestation form that they issued, it's like 15 pages. And so the process would be, if you wanted to try to discharge your student loans in bankruptcy, first you would have to fill out this attestation form. And then within your bankruptcy case, a lawsuit known as an adversary is going to be filed. So this isn't like normal for a regular bankruptcy case. This is separate litigation. And so it can eventually turn into a trial. So you have to understand that this isn't something that you just willy-nilly, I just filed this form and that's it, and they're going to get discharged. No, there could be discovery, there can be depositions, there can be evidentiary hearings. So this can get really complex really fast. So we don't know, because this is all brand new. So we don't know exactly how, how the attorneys for the Department of Justice, how they're going to respond when we start to file these things. But you do need to be aware as a consumer, this isn't a run-of-the-mill bankruptcy thing. So, if you are interested, I can tell you, we're getting ready to send out a notice to our clients, just letting, I'm sure a lot of them have heard it, but we're going to let everybody know, hey, look, here's what's going on. So if that is something that you want to do, it is a separate fee. It is a separate process, because this is litigation that could go to trial. So you need to understand that. And yes, I know when you're filing bankruptcy, you don't have money. We get that. For our clients, we always offer payment plans, things like that, but also be aware that attorneys don't work for free. And so if you're asking an attorney, no matter where you are, to file a lawsuit against the federal government and defend it, on a contingency basis, which that's not really going to work, because it's not like you recover anything. You just understand you're probably going to have to pay some money out of pocket. So you want to make sure, if you're going to come out of pocket, for this, you need to make sure that you review it with your attorney and that you understand this is a brand new thing. And there's never a guarantee in court. Never a guarantee in court. I can't tell you what a judge is going to do. I can't tell you what an attorney for the Department of Justice is going to do. I simply cannot do that. No one can do that. I'm not psychic, and, it just depends on the person, the day, the situation. So you just need to be aware. Yes, there's all this news coming out. And, as a bankruptcy attorney, I think most bankruptcy attorneys agree, they need to amend the bankruptcy code. That's what needs to happen, because if they amend the bankruptcy code and allow us to discharge student loans, that takes care of a lot of this, and it doesn't put, uncertainty on clients and also additional cost. Because yes, unfortunately, I can't work for free. I wish I could, but I'm not. I'm not a pro bono attorney, and I have to make money for my firm to support my staff and all that good stuff. So with that said, understand if you are trying to discharge your student loans in bankruptcy, when you go to your bankruptcy attorney, they're probably going to also tell you, hey, this is above and beyond a normal bankruptcy case, and there's additional fees. And so if, maybe that's something that you want to save up for, hey, how much extra is that going to cost? So that when you do file bankruptcy, you've at least got that fee, so you can see. Now, again, there are no guarantees. So, you just have to go into it knowing all the facts, knowing what the risks are. And, I think a good bankruptcy attorney can at least sit down with you and prepare, show you, okay, here's the attestation form. Here's what you have. Here's your bankruptcy schedules. Here's where I think you're probably going to come out. And it's not always all or nothing. In the past, when I've actually had some cases with some discharge of student loans, sometimes it's not the entire balance, but it may be where they say, okay, you know what? I think you can get rid of 20%, 60%. So it's not an all or nothing situation. It is very, very, very specific to you and your situation and your assets. So you just need to be aware of that. Because I know now that this is announced, there's going to be all kinds of companies promising people this. Oh, all you have to do is that. All you have to do is fill out this form. All you have to do is file this. You are talking about litigation in federal court against the government. It's no joke. And you will get in over your head super duper fast. So just heads up on that. And then if you're trying to get an attorney to come in, as attorneys, now you've made a big mess of things. If you've not been doing everything correctly, it's a mess that then the attorney has to step in and try to clean up. And then that costs you more money. So not fun. So I would really suggest if you think that you may be, one of these folks that can get some of their student loans discharged, great, talk to an attorney about it. I am going to post on my website. I'm going to have a section on this. It should be going up hopefully over the weekend when I have all this extra time. I'm going to have a section on this because I'm getting a lot of calls about it. And I want to make sure that at least my folks here in Georgia are staying updated, and we can assist folks, as best we can. So, it's not impossible. This is great news that they've announced it, but understand we're still in murky waters. So if this is something that you're thinking about, you need to look at the big picture, and you also need to understand that yes, there's a risk that you may pay money to get your student loan discharged and it doesn't get discharged because, the Department of Justice says you don't fit the criteria, and it goes in front of the judge and you lose at trial. So that can happen. And so anyway, if you've got any questions about bankruptcy, at least here in Georgia, I'm happy to always answer questions. My information is in the description below, and I look forward to chatting with you.